Mayella Violet Yule, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated.
In your own words, Mayella, can you tell the jury what happened on the evening of November 21st of last year?
Well, I was sitting on the porch.
What were you doing on the porch?
Nothing.
Just tell us what happened. You can do that, can't you? That's enough now. Don't be afraid of anyone here. What's there to be afraid of?
Him.
What was that?
Him.
Mr. Finch?
Don't want him doing me like he done Papa. Trying to make him out left-handed.
How old are you?
19 and a half.
Mr. Finch has no intentions of scaring you, and if he did, I'm here to stop him. Now you're a big girl, so sit up and tell us what happened.
Well, I was sitting on the porch, and a Negro came along. You see, there was this old chifferow that I need chopped up for kindling. So, he came by.
Who is he? I'm gonna have to ask you to be more specific. The reporter can't put down gestures very well.
That and yonder, Robinson.
Then what happened?
Well, I said, come here, black man, and bust up this chifferow for me. I got a nickel for you. He could have done it easy enough, he could. He come in the yard, and I went in the house to get the nickel, and before I knew it, he was on me. He just ran up behind me, he did. He got me round the neck. I fought and hollered, but he hit me again and again. He chucked me on the floor and took advantage of me.
Then what happened?
I don't remember too good. But the next thing I knew, Papa was in the room and standing over me hollering, "Who done it? Who done it?" I sort of fainted, and the next thing I knew, Mr. Tate was pulling me up off of the floor and leading me to the water bucket.
That's fine. There's only a few more. Miss Mayella, not to be tedious, but you've testified that the defendant hit you, grabbed you around the neck, choked you, and took advantage of you. I want to be sure that you have the right man. Will you identify the man who raped you?
Yes, I will. That's him right yonder.
Tom, stand up. I want Miss Mayella to get a good long look at you. Is this the man, Miss Mayella? Tom, can you catch this glass with your right hand? Now with your left.
I can't, sir. I got it caught in Mr. Dolphus Raymond's cotton gin when I was a young boy. I almost bled to death. Got my muscles cut from the bone.
I've got something to say.
Are you gonna tell us what happened?
I've got something to say, and then I ain't gonna say no more. That black man yonder took advantage of me. And if you fine gentlemen don't want to do anything about it, then you're all yellow, stinking cowards. Your fancy ears don't come to nothing. Your Mammon and your Miss Mayella don't come to nothing, Mr. Finch.
Order in the court. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Were you acquainted with Mayella Violet Yule?
Yes, sir. I walk past her place every day going to and from the fields.
Whose field?
I picks for Mr. Link Diaz.
You were picking cotton in November?
No, sir. I works for him in the fall and winter time. I work pretty steady for him all year round. He has a lot of pecan trees and things.
You say you had to pass the Yule place to get to and from work. Is there any other way to go?
No, sir. None that I know of.
Tom, did she ever speak to you?
Why, yes, sir. I tip my hat whenever I go by. And one day she asked me to come inside the fence and bust up a chifferow for her.
When did she ask you to chop up the chifferow?
Mr. Finch, that was way last spring. I remember because it was chopping time and I had my hoe with me. And I told her that was all I had. And she said that she had a hatchet for me. So I took the hatchet and I broke up the chifferow. Then she said, I reckon I'd have to give you a nickel for that. And I said, no ma'am, there ain't no charge. Then I went home, Mr. Finch. That was way last spring, over a year ago.
Did you ever go in that place again?
Yes, sir. I went lots of times.
Why did you go inside the fence lots of times?
She called me in, sir. Seemed like every time I passed by yonder, she'd have something for me to do.
Were you paid for your services?
No, sir. Not after the first time she offered me a nickel. I was glad to do it. Mr. Yule didn't seem to help her none. Neither did the children. I knowed she didn't have no nickels to spare.
Tom, in your own words, what happened to you on the evening of November 21st of last year?
Mr. Finch, I was going home as usual that evening, and when I passed the Yule place, Miss Mayella were on the porch like she said she were. It seemed real quiet like, and I didn't quite know why. I was studying while just passing by, when she says for me to come and help her a minute. Well, I went inside the fence and looked around for some kindling to work on, but I ain't seen none. She says, "No, I got something for you to do in the house. The old door's off the hinges, and fall's coming on pretty fast." I said, "You got a screwdriver, Miss Mayella?" She said she sure had. Well, I went up the steps, and she motioned me to come inside. So I went in the front room and looked at the door. I said, "Miss Mayella, this door looks all right." I pulled it back and forth, and those hinges was all right. Then she shut the door in my face. Mr. Finch, I was wondering why it was so quiet like, and it come to me that there were no child on the place, not one of them. And I said, "Miss Mayella, where are the children?" And she says, she was laughing, sort of. She says, "They all gone to town to get ice creams." She says, "Took me a whole slap year to save 'em nickels. But I done it. They all gone to town."
What did you say then, Tom?
I said, like, "Why, Miss Mayella, that's right smart of you to treat 'em." And she said, "You think so?" I don't think she understood what I was thinking. I meant it was smart of her to save like that, and nice of her to treat 'em.
I understand you, Tom. Go on.
Well, I said I best be going. I couldn't do nothing for her. And she says, "Oh yes, I could." And I asked her what. And she says, "To just step on that chair yonder and get the box down from the top of the chifforobe."
The same chifforobe that you chopped up for her?
No, sir. Another one. Most as tall as the room. As I done what she told me, and I was just reaching, when the next thing I knows, she grabbed me around the legs, Mr. Finch. She scared me so bad, I hopped down and turned the chair over. Only furniture disturbed in the room, Mr. Finch. When I left it, I swear for God.
What happened after you turned the chair over? Tom, you've sworn to tell the whole truth. Will you tell it? What happened after that?
Answer the question. Sorta. She sorta jumped on me.
Jumped on you violently?
No, sir. She hugged me. She hugged me round the waist.
Then what did she do?
Well, she reached up and she kissed me, side of the face. She said she never kissed a grown man before, and she might as well kiss a black man. She says what her papa do don't count, and she got her back to the door, and I to push her. I didn't want to harm her, Mr. Finch, and I said, "Let me pass. But when I said it, Mr. Yule yonder hollered through the window.
What did he say?
Something not fitting to say. Not fitting for folks in chillin' to hear.
What did he say, Tom? You must tell the jury what he said.
He said, "You damn whore, I'll kill you."
But you were strong enough to.
I reckon so.
Had your eye on her for a long time, hadn't you, boy?
No, never looked at her, sir.
Then you were mighty polite doing all that shopping and hauling for her, weren't you, boy? Why were you so anxious to do all that woman chores?
I tried to help her out, sir. It looked like she didn't have nobody to help her.
You did all this shopping and work from sheer goodness, boy?
Like I says, I tried to help her.
You're a mighty good fellow, it seems. Did all this not for 1 penny?
I felt right sorry for her, sir. Tom Robinson, you are found guilty of the crime committed.